So same question I'm asking everybody else to start with. Why is this so important? Why does this reach this point where so many people have to come down here, steps away from the White House? Why has it come to this?
Well, it's a beautiful thing because people from all walks of life, people who are considered usually opposite ends of the spectrum, ideologically, socially, politically, economically, and every other way, are coming together because we all have to come together to protect our life support systems, our uncontaminated water, our soil, and our climate. It's just come down to that because we are up against the wealthiest industry in the history of mankind, and unless we realize that we must put our priorities must be life over profits, we have no hope. So this is incredibly inspiring and exciting to see this Cowboy and Indian Alliance come together, and I'm here to stand in solidarity with them and take this strong stand to say we don't want just delays, we want outright rejection of this pipeline, and then we don't want further expansion of the tar sands.
Ms. Hannah, you've worked with a lot of groups over the past year or two on No KXL. Who are some of the groups that you would want to highlight?
I mean, some of the wonderful women here who I will be walking with today are from Bold, Nebraska, and I've spent time in jail with some of them, and also some of the landowners from Texas who are also here, but people who are affected from all the states. I did one of the original Cowboy Indian Alliance rides up on the Pine Ridge Reservation with both Rosebud and Sioux Lakota, and there are people who are here who are directly in the line of the pipeline, but there are also people who are here who just realize that this project makes absolutely no sense. That it's a death knell. It's like something that we absolutely cannot allow to pass. And not only will it be violating our very basic life support systems, and desecrating those, but it will also be violating treaty rights as well. So it's a pretty serious deal.
Okay, a little tough question. Yes, it affects these people, but why should somebody from, say, Tampa or up in Maine care about this issue?
Because the thing about the pipeline is it's not just about the pipeline. The pipeline is a conduit. They want to get it to a coast. They can't get it to it'd be much easier if they could get it to their coastlines, right, in Canada, and to be able to ship it out to the global market. They need to get it to a coast to get it to the global market. It's a landlocked resource. And they can't get it to their coastlines because their First Nations communities have their treaty rights written into their constitution. We just railroad over our indigenous communities because our treaties we decide to abandon willy-nilly. But they need to get it to a coastline in order for them to be able to expand the tar sands. They are planning to expand these tar sands up in Alberta to the size of the state of Florida. That's a strip mine the size of the state of Florida. It's incredibly energy intensive, incredibly dirty. Not only does it put out tons and tons of carbon, but it also puts out tons of methane, which is a much more potent greenhouse gas. This, as far as climate scientists say, would be game over for the climate. There's no way that we can, sort of get our temperatures back down to a livable rise in degrees after we've done that kind of damage to our ecosystems, and we need to start, having a concerted effort to move towards clean, renewable energy. We already have the technologies, we already have the know-how. It's just a matter of will, and unfortunately we're not doing it because the wealthiest industry in the history of money is still making record profits even in this environment, even in this even during these harsh economic times. So it's wonderful to see people saying, you know what, stop. We're drawing a line in the tar sands. We are saying no, this is over. Sorry, it's not going to happen. We will not let it pass.
Well, it's an honor to be a real live pipeline fighter.
Thank you. Proud to be a pipeline fighter.
So much.
Yeah.